So why do we need to hack a sentence 9 pula, 8 lipatan? Okay. Potong 8. Kenapa kita nak potong 8? Okay. Kita nak potong 8, we want to go through the 8 steps just because of one thing. Okay. And this is my theory. I think it's correct because of one thing. And traditional grammar, classical grammar, the definition of classical grammar is this. The science of fundamentals, usul, fundamentals, yu'rafu biha ahwalu akhiril kalimat. Okay. You know the state of the 3 types of words. Min haythul i'rab wal bina. In terms of its influenceability or non-influenceability. I know you don't understand that, right? Okay. So basically what it's trying to say is Arabic grammar is just know the endings. When you know the endings, like you said just now, right? The endings. Tanwin, baris atas, baris atas. From the endings, you can get the functions. You look at the endings. Like you look at salata, maknanya apa? Object. Okay. So when it's fathah, it can be object, it can be whatever else lah. Khabar, inna, and a few others with the 5 types of objects and so on. When it's baris depan, it can be subject, it can be whatever. So in classical grammar, you derive the meaning from the endings. That's called the state of the ending state of the 3 types of words. And some words are influenceable. That means the endings can change based on the modifiers that come before it. Some words cannot change, like hudan, like dhalika. It doesn't change with whatever modifier that comes before it. So that is classical grammar. The objective of learning this is so that in Arabic it's called sawnul dhihni anil khata'il lafzi fil fahm. So to protect the mind from making mistakes, making expressional mistakes in conversing or in understanding something. So you don't make a mistake in the baris akhir. Okay. I am adding something to that, which is this. Yes, you learn from the endings, okay, but I'm changing it to you learn from the meaning. So what we're doing, the 8 steps is based on meaning, we get whatever functions that we get. At the end of the day, why are we doing all this? This is the most important thing for Arabic grammar. Why we are doing all this? Because we just want to identify one thing. And that is the subject. Okay? When I say subject, not subject of verb, but subject of sentence. Subject of sentence. When we get the subject, we know that all these are talking about one thing. And the subject becomes the topic. If we didn't go through this, we just read. Let's say we didn't go through this, and I were to ask you, these 5 verses is talking about what? You may not, you may know from the meanings lah, of course. But even from the grammar, doing meaning-based grammar, you will get the topic. Now give me the subjects on the board. And then we will list down. What are the subjects?
All the S.
So all the S, right? So all the S. So Dhalikal Kitab, because this is a phrase, we take it as a subject. So Dhalikal Kitab. Next one. Okay, Raib. Okay, next one. Ulaika. Ulaika and Ulaika. See this? Ah. No. No. Not every sentence has a subject.
So we ignore the verbal subject.
I ignore the verbal
So we're
subject.
looking at the subject of the sentence.
Yes, subject. Yes, the nominal sentence saja. Nominal sentence gives you the topic of the sentence. The verbal sentence does not usually give you the topic of the sentence. Okay? So, you have three things here, right? Kitab and Raib is connected, right? Ulaika is referring to what? So, go up, 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 up. Ulaika is referring to? Give me the word. So, yes. So, ulaika is referring to muttaqin. Okay? So, when you have these three things, you have kitab, raib, and muttaqin. So, what's the topic of these 5 verses? Sorry? Okay, so can you do it in a phrase gitu? It can be anything. It can be the muttaqin and the doubtless book. There you have it.
It becomes like a title of a
Yes.
next trilogy or something.
Yeah, can. Hobbit trilogy. So when you do this, that means now it's clearer. Now Quran ada subchapters for me to refer to. So it will get clearer when I give you what is beyond grammar after this. Okay, this is from me. Okay, you can come up with anything from here. You can say it's about what? The doubtless, the book that has no doubt, and the role it plays for the muttaqin. Whatever. Okay. So all the grammar that we did just now was to get this. Then we are done. Okay. Traditionally, when we do grammar, we interrupt word by word by word, and then we will like macam best dapat tahu semua. Tapi what for? You have to know what for. What is it for? What is it for is for you to know the topic of the verses. Okay? This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Any questions? Before I go to the post-beginning. Is it strong enough for you or macam biasa je Ustaz, tak ada benda ya. Dari makna pun boleh dapat. Okay. Maybe it's not strong enough because you may not see the full relation. the fuller relation is this. This is just 35%. Another 35%. Okay, now if you can do it, I want you to look at verse 6 and 7. Verse 6 and 7. Okay. You look at verse 6 and 7. And I give you 5 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes. 6 and 7. 5 minutes to go through the 8 steps. To go through the 8 steps. Okay, 6 and 7. If you think that you can get the subject which is the point of grammatical analysis to me, okay, you don't even need to do the 8 steps. Okay? But just for the sake of practice, try to do the 8 steps in 5 minutes. Okay?